Hey guys, and welcome to this really impromptu video on E3. We're predicting Nintendo's E3 press conference and what we think will be there. I am accompanied with
Tegan.
And where can people find you on the internet?
Eevee's Pokeball. I've been uploading a lot of videos on there about Pokemon, LARP, all good stuff. And you can also find me on her vlog channel. We're always hanging out because we're each other's only friends and we're roommates.
Yeah, so
it kind of goes with the territory.
Whenever we go anywhere, do anything, it's most likely she's going to be involved 90% of the time. So today we're going to be doing two different top 5 categories. The first one is going to be what we think will most likely happen at Nintendo's E3 press conference this year. And then the second top 5 will be like what we would like to see and what we would want to see, and it could be like far out, like 2 miles away, and Nintendo said, nope, we're not doing that, but we'd still would want to see it, like some shoehorn thing that they say, no, we're not doing it, but end up doing it anyways, So we're going to start with what we think will happen, and she's going to do like her first number 5, and then I'll do my number 5, and we'll each talk about why we picked that number. So you want to start with number 5?
Number 5 for me would be the next main series for Zelda, because that would be really awesome if they did, because when they did Breath of the Wild, that was just extremely awesome. We went to the Nintendo event in Chicago and played that.
That was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun. That's such a good game. Mm-hmm. I hope they do something else like that, because they need to, because it just was a big seller. It's a good game and hours of entertainment right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hope they do that, but it's hard to say because they don't say anything.
Yeah, there's like nothing rumored about that, so it's kind of hard to say. It's just all speculation at this point. So my number 5, I think it's heavily rumored that the Nintendo Switch Mini will be announced either before E3, after E3, or even during. And something with like the Wall Street Journal or something, some big like news source said that it's supposed to be like coming out this fall. And it's rumored to be priced around $199, which is a little more than what the 3DS was selling at when it after like a couple years of price dropping and getting into that core price where people were buying it. And this is exactly where they want it. They want it to be able to be priced not too high but not too low, where they're still making a little bit of money, but the parents can afford to buy it for their kids, like for Christmas or something, because that's basically what they did with the 3DS. And even with that 2DS at like $80 with Mario Kart 7 packed in. So this would be a great game console to put out right that fall. It'd be perfect right there. And then you have it for the Christmas season. And then you could pack on, say, like, Mario Kart 8 or like the new Super Mario Bros. U that came out for like the Nintendo Switch or something in there. And it'd be a great seller for the Christmas season. For parents who don't have a lot of money but want to get their kids something great.
Yeah, because a lot of people have said that they want to get the Switch, but their parents just can't afford it. And it's been staying consistently at $300.
Yeah, it hasn't, for 3 years.
For 3 years, it hasn't gone down at all.
And the used ones are really like 180. They're pretty much up there for the most part.
200, some of them are.
Unless they got like a defect or something.
Yeah.
I meant 280.
Yeah.
Not 180.
Yeah, 280.
Unless they got something significantly wrong with it, they're pretty still high priced for the Nintendo Switch.
I think the lowest price I saw on eBay was $275.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. And sometimes you can get a good deal nowadays where you can get it for like $300, and they come up with a bunch of games.
Yeah.
For people who are just trying to liquidate and they don't play it anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right.
Still,
number 4?
That's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
The next one for me is Xbox games coming to the Switch. I hope that happens, because there's a lot of good Xbox games that I would just love to play on the go, but never can. And it bugs me so much, especially when we're driving to Pokemon tournaments and I'm sitting there in the car on the passenger and just kind of wanting something to do for hour-long drives and just play like a game or something, play some Halo or something to play in the hotel room that's not on the Switch.
I don't think Halo will be coming, but there's other games.
But yeah, other games like that. Hope that happens, because there's a lot of Xbox
Forza
games
Street will probably be coming. I've never heard anything about it, but there's code in there for the Nintendo Switch version, so that will probably be coming. And there probably might be some stuff at either, if it's not at Nintendo's, or it might be at, Microsoft's will say something, and some Nintendo exec might come on and say, hey, we're doing this with Microsoft, and they're going to be porting some games to the console. You never know.
Yeah.
Shenanigans can happen at E3.
Yeah. I hope that happens, because that would be really awesome. Because it's kind of a hassle bringing around an Xbox everywhere if you want to play it.
Yeah, it
especially
definitely
for kids with parents who, just kids in general who want to bring their Xbox on, to grandma's house or something. It's like, that's such a hassle, because it's a lot of cords. You got to bring the controller. You got to bring the games.
There's a lot of space it takes up.
Yeah, it just takes up way too much space. And you can't have a disc in the Xbox if you're transporting it. So it's like...
Especially nowadays, with the ones that are not disc trays.
Yeah. It's like, it's such a hassle, and it would be so much easier for parents and kids.
Yeah. So my number 4 is the long-rumored Metroid Prime trilogy finally gets announced and has a release date for either Christmas this year or early next year. I think it's great. I've never played these Metroid Prime games because I didn't have a lot of money when I was growing up, and that was right around the time when the GameCube was out and early Wii, so I wasn't able to play a lot of these games. So getting something like this would be great, because I'd be able to get into the Metroid Prime series and be able to play these games before Metroid Prime 4 comes out. This would be a lot easier than buying the old games and the consoles. And a lot of people really want this to happen because Metroid Prime is big, but it's not like big like Mario and Zelda, but it's big enough to where this is a thing. Like, we know what's happening. We just want Nintendo to tell us it's happening and give us a release date for it. So that'd be really great, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen at E3 this year.
Hopefully.
Okay, your number 3.
So my number 3 is Luigi's Mansion number 3. I hope that's coming out, because when Luigi Mansion first came out, I went over to my friend's house and she got the first one. Oh my god, was that so much fun. We played that all night long, and of course, we did not sleep at all. We didn't care. It was so much fun. It was just hours of entertainment. It's definitely a lot of fun. It's definitely fun for kids. When they make a new one, it just gets better and better and better. Not just with the graphics, not just with everything else, but it's just itself. There's more stuff to do because they have more storage for everything.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah. And that's the fun part, is that they make more mini games, more this, more... It's like you have to spend hours just trying to find everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what parents want for kids, is that a lot of games are too easy and they get done and tired and bored with it, and then they're like, well, now what do I do?
Yeah.
When you have a game that you can spend hours on and a kid is sitting there for 2 hours trying to figure out one thing, you got yourself a good game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hoping for. Your number 3?
Alright, my number 3 is they're going to announce the next Smash Fighter DLC. It's not going to be anything spectacular, but it's going to be probably towards the end of the press conference, and they'll and it will go to the fashion where you come out of a match and then you get the little screen where you're introduced to, you're fighting a new fighter to try to unlock it. It'll kind of like that aspect to show that there's a new fighter coming. And my guess is that it's going to be Banjo-Kazooie, because everyone fucking wants that in the game. And it should have been in the game last time, but it's not. And if it's not one of the top next 4 DLC fighters, we're all going to go and burn down Nintendo's headquarters because that is what we want. And god damn it, Microsoft said it's okay and they want it to happen too. So just make it happen. Everybody wants it. Just do it.
It's
don't
not
give
that
us
hard.
Fucking Joker. Give us something better. Don't give us that rumored Rayman Legends. Give us Banjo-Kazooie. That's what everybody wants.
Banjo-Kazooie, come on!
Alright, so your number 2?
Number 2, Animal Crossing. I always heard about Animal Crossing when growing up, but I really didn't get into it until she bought me New Leaf. And I realized that game is so much fun, and it's so much fun because there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of stuff you got to find and collect. There's a lot of stuff that you have to complete, and it's just, hours of fun, and the fact that you can also customize your character is definitely a lot of fun because a lot of people have fun with that. You can just spend hours customizing your character. And that's what I hope we have because we have it for the 3DS. We need it for the Switch because if you guys are going to be making your Switch Mini, everyone's going to want that game. Because everyone can afford the Switch now. Everyone has a Switch. Everyone's going to want the new one.
Mm-hmm.
So make it happen, please.
Well, it is already happening. They already announced it's happening.
Better be good.
Alright, so my number 2 is Luigi's Mansion. We already know it's number 3. It's happening. They really haven't shown like anything for it.
Yeah.
It's nice to get a trailer and possibly a release date, which I'm assuming the release date will be in October because of Halloween. So why not?
Exactly.
That's a great time for like a spooky kind of like mansion-y whole ghost game to come out. So that's basically what a lot of people are speculating that Nintendo will release it. And if that is true, then they gotta show something at E3 for it, even if it's just like a 2-minute trailer that ends with like the release date of this, and you can go pre-order it now.
Yeah.
They gotta give us something because I don't think it's gonna be releasing anytime next year because there's a lot that Nintendo's announcing. And there's 20 games that they're gonna announce, so that's I'm not surprised if that is gonna give us a release date. So
yeah, and also it would make sense to do it in October because November is when Pokemon's getting released.
November's gonna. A lot of people speculate that November's gonna have 2 different games in it. One obviously being Pokemon. Now that we know, on November 15th.
Yeah.
So your number 1?
My number 1 is Pokemon Sword and Shield. Saw the trailer yesterday. Love it. Can't wait to see it. I'm definitely happy that it's a new region of Pokemon and it's not a remake of something. I like when they make new ones because it's more Pokemon, it's different stuff. They add different stuff every time. I like the customization of characters. I like that they're starting to do that now. Hopefully it's good and not a crappy remake like Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
That probably will end up being a yearly thing.
Yeah.
Every other year.
Yeah. But
because how much money they made on it.
Hopefully it looks good. I like some of the new Pokemon that they have. And I like the fact that just the trailer in general was just really good. All the new stuff that they have, looks amazing. And hopefully it's good. Mm-hmm. If it's not good, I'm going to go to Nintendo and complain.
Mm-hmm. I would too. And even though it's...
I will go and complain.
Even though it's Game Freak mostly.
Yeah.
Alright, so my number 1 is last year they made E3 their direct. All of like 90% of it was all about Smash Bros. This year it's going to be all about Animal Crossing, and that's what most of the majority of the direct is going to be on, explaining Animal Crossing, all the new features, like all the things that you can do, the new characters, like the new shops or whatever, the new areas. It's just going to go in like a 30-minute direct of Animal Crossing because it's rumored to be 45 minutes long. And we're going to get a release date probably this Christmas. It's going to be the second game in November. Going out like the first week or so. And it's right there before Christmas, so it's going to be one of those big pushes for Christmas.
Yep.
And it's going to be great because, a lot of people are going to buy it, and it's going to make you a lot of money for Christmas.
And it'll be hours of entertainment for the kids.
Oh, hell yeah.
Lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And for adults who don't want to grow up.
All right. Now moving on to our top 5 of what we would like to happen, which it could be far from left field and never happen, but this is what we want to see and what we think would happen if we were able to make our own.
Yeah.
So, you want to start with number 5 for you?
Number 5 is way out there. I'm just going to say it. It's way out there. But because of the new Sonic movie, I'm thinking they should make a new Mario movie.
There is one coming out.
But... well, there isn't.
Yeah, there is. It's an animated version from Sony.
Live action is what I want. An actual live action one that actually is good and not gonna suck like the first one.
It's so bad it's good, okay? I actually enjoy that movie.
I'm not saying the movie's bad. I'm just saying a lot of people.
It's not great,
like
that's for sure.
Yeah, something better than the last one would be awesome. Not an anime because everyone does anime. Live action. I want live action. Use actual people. Don't just sketch it out. I like anime, but there's way too much of that. You gotta try and make things realistic because it's more fun. And I want to see that. I want to see this world, what it would look like if it was real. And
makes sense.
What that would actually look like. And if I could possibly be an extra in that movie, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Good luck getting that.
I can dream, can't I?
Yeah, but you're not doing anything to follow your dreams.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
You're number 5.
So my number 5 is that they announced a new mainline Zelda game for the Nintendo Switch. I would like this to happen, but I highly doubt it's gonna happen because I don't think they're gonna do like what they did with Metroid Prime 4 and say like, "Bam, here it is, it's in development," and then nothing else. Because a lot of companies have been doing where like, here's the title and it's in development, and then it's like 4 years off. Like I don't like that. I like how Bethesda does some of their games where they announce it and then it's out this Christmas. Don't tell me
or the next year.
Don't tell me it's in development and then I gotta wait another 4 years for the game to come out. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I would love it to happen, but I don't think it's actually gonna happen because I think it's too early in its development for it to actually happen because they got that other Zelda game coming out, which is basically just a remake of Link's Awakening. So
yeah.
Your number 4?
My number 4, again, it's out there, but it has been rumored that Nintendo might make the Game Boy again and make it better and newer and everything. If they could do that, that would be awesome because I love the Game Boy. It would be awesome if it was more an LED screen and lighter and had a rechargeable battery.
They had rechargeable batteries for the Game Boy.
Yeah, but ones that actually lasted longer than the other ones.
It was the 90s. Come on now. Your technology is only so good.
Yeah. Just make it a little bit better and a little more fun. Because it would be fun, too, for kids nowadays to know what the Game Boy's like. Because everything's touchscreen. And if they are going to remake it, it's not going to have a touchscreen. So...
Probably not.
That would be awesome. But it's probably never going to happen. But I would like for that to happen. For it to be multiple different colors. The different skins you can have for it. And all that fun stuff. Because I really liked the Game Boy. That was my go-to game system when I was a kid. That was just... If I didn't have my Game Boy, I was very depressed. Went to school, hid it under my desk. Dear, you listening? Yep. Just let me just battle this Onyx real quick.
Yeah. Alright, so my number 4 is a new Mario Kart game.
Ooh.
And we're looking at an actual Mario Kart game that would be for the Nintendo Switch and not a port like they did with Mario Kart 8. Because the Wii U was a flop, so they ported over a bunch of games that were first party onto the Nintendo Switch and more people could play it. But we're looking at an exact mainline Mario Kart game that's new. I mean, they can bring features back, new carts, new tracks for the Nintendo Switch. And that's pretty much it. I don't think it's actually going to happen until next year, but we can always hope.
It would also be cool because it's for the Switch if you can kind of control the steering by turning the Switch.
This isn't the Wii now, okay? This isn't the Wii. We're not playing with motion controllers anymore for the most part.
It would be nice to have it as an option.
Maybe if you play on docking mode.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Maybe. Alright, your number 3?
My number 3, remaking Pokemon Stadium, even though most likely that's never going to happen. But it would be nice if we could remake it and have it be like just all of the generations, because that would be a lot more fun. Even though that's kind of what we have now, because most of the time you can get all of the Pokemon in all the new Pokemon games that we have. But it would be nice if it was the Stadium mode, because those games are just so much fun. It's a blast playing those games and just updating the graphics and all that and making it look like it did for Pokemon, for Detective Pikachu. Making them look like that would be even cool. But probably never going to happen, but I can dream. It would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just more fun.
Yeah.
Your number 3.
My number 3 is Legend of Zelda movie with a tie-in to the Legend of Zelda series that's going to be on Netflix.
Ooh.
All we
That
really
would be
know
cool.
right now is that it's happening, and we don't really know anything beyond that. But it'd be like announcing that they're doing this along with Netflix. That I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's a series because it's supposed to be like down the same lines of Game of Thrones. Like everyone's now trying to copy Game of Thrones and get to that level to awesomeness. So I mean, it's probably like 2 years off, but they could announce that. Along with this TV show, we're also working with Netflix to make a movie that will be full-fledged movie in the theaters that ties in with the TV show that they are going to run. And this is going to come out just before the TV show, and it's going to introduce us to everything and get the story going, and it's going to be epic, and then it goes into the TV show, and it's going to be great. But I highly doubt that's ever going to happen because I've been waiting like 7 years, 8 years, 10 years since IGN made that trailer for Legend of Zelda for April Fools, and they got me because I thought it was real and it was really nice. I was pissed when I learned that it wasn't real.
Yeah, you were very angry that day.
That was way before I knew you. I was in like elementary, middle school. Alright, your number 2?
My number 2, remaking Pokemon Snap. It has been rumored for years that you guys are going to remake it. You guys said you were going to do it for the Wii U. That never happened. You guys said you were going to do it for the Wii. Said you were going to do it for 3DS. Make it for the Switch. Please. I'm begging you. You don't have to really add much. If you just want to do like an update of the graphics and add maybe a few more Pokemon, that's fine. That's pretty basic, and that's all what I really want. Something more portable that I can play on the go, so I'm not staying at home playing it, because it would be more fun, and it's not that hard.
It'd most likely be a smartphone app at that point.
But if you want to
take pictures of Pokemon,
make a smartphone app, that would be fun too. But if you can just remake the original Pokemon Snap,
no, they've said they don't like remaking games like that unless they have something new to add to it.
You can add new Pokemon.
They can make it an app and you walk around outside and you take pictures of Pokemon. How hard is that? That's literally a new concept, and it's exactly the same. Yeah. And it works.
It does work.
You just gotta do it.
Yep.
They're just retarded. No, but they don't like making money.
Guys don't like making money? I would buy it.
Like making money.
I would buy it.
They'd make a lot of money.
I know they would. They would make a lot of money off me.
Alright, so my number 2 is the Zelda HD collection. There was like a year ago or a year and a half ago, there was a photo going around of the box art of this Zelda HD collection, which included the Wind Waker HD, Ocarina of Time HD, and the Twilight Princess HD all in one game. And I know it's just a photo that someone made to pass around because it's a cool idea. But I think Nintendo should do that. It's a great idea. It's already all there. You don't have got to do much but port the games over onto the cart and make a menu and whatnot for it. And you also got to bring back the Master Quest for Ocarina of Time from the GameCube, because that'd be great.
Yeah.
Adds a whole nother aspect to the game. And make it happen, because I would love that, and it would be like a really good bundle for a really good price, because that's 3 games. Yeah. 3 great Zelda games, all for one price on the Nintendo Switch. Can't go wrong with that.
People would buy that like hotcakes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, people would literally be... Every store probably in town would be out.
Probably, because a lot of people would want to buy that.
A lot of people would love to buy that.
Mm-hmm.
They would probably run out of copies. They would probably have to stop selling them so they can make more.
Mm-hmm.
So my number 1 is something that you and me have been waiting for years, and that's Pikmin. Somebody
said that it was done like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was done, but yet you haven't released it yet. Pikmin 4. I don't know why you guys aren't releasing it. I don't know why you guys aren't telling us anything about it. Just give us something, please. That's all we're asking, because it's been like 3 years and nothing. Just nothing. You can't say you're almost done with something and then 3 years go by and not have people ask. Just give us something. Give us a trailer. Give us something. Just, it's probably never going to happen because it's been 3 years and they claim that they were almost done.
Hey, Half-Life 3 is never going to happen, yet people are still clamoring at that.
I
And that's
know.
been like 12 years.
Yeah. But give us Pikmin 4 for the Switch, please. Please. I don't know why you guys have to be so difficult when it comes to that.
My number one that I have is Pikmin Reboot / Pikmin 4. There has been speculation that the next Pikmin game will be a reboot of the series and they'll go back to the original and like remake. I don't know if they're actually gonna like remaster the game or if they'll remake a whole new one. Not sure how it's gonna work, but has been speculation about that. And like 3 years ago, Miyamoto has said in an interview that Pikmin 4 is practically done. It's almost done, and I have yet to hear anything about it. And I'm thinking that they're announcing 20 games. I'm hoping, for the love of God, that this year they announce Pikmin Reboot or Pikmin 4 with a release date of this fall / like it'd be like
Early
September. It'd be like September, October. Please give us, because I want that game. That's one of my top series ever, and I, for the love of God, love that series to death, and really want my next game, because the third one was not as good as it should have been.
Yeah.
Because it was rushed, and now you're waiting too long. And if you give us this now, it better be the best game ever, because I waited too long, and I really want my Pikmin game.
Yeah.
Can you tell that I really want it?
Yes.
I really want it.
And also, her favorite one is Pikmin 2. That's her favorite Pikmin game.
Fuck yeah, I actually completed that game. That game was fucking hard to complete. Not like the story, but like collect every treasure.
Yeah.
That took me like 284 days, I think, because the last dumb ball you gotta pick up with 100 purple Pikmin, because it's 1,000. Yeah, that wasn't fun. That was a challenge to get all the Pikmin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did it.
Yeah. So that is all of it. We really want Pikmin. Very badly. Very badly. There's nothing more annoying than waiting 3 years to hear nothing. If Pikmin is not one of your 20 games, I would like to have a talk with the president of the Nintendo.
It's not one of the top 20 games. We're gonna go burn down Nintendo.
I'm sure a lot of people are gonna go and burn down Nintendo if you don't. I mean, you have 20 games and that's not one of them. There is something wrong. There's something wrong there.
Yeah.
Come on, give us something.
So, thanks for watching. Please give us a thumbs up. It lets us know that you like the content that we make here. Also, comment down below what you think your predictions are for Nintendo's E3 press conference, which happens next week, Monday and Tuesday, I think, or Tuesday and Wednesday, something like that. They got a bunch of things going on, a bunch of competitions, the Direct, the Treehouse. There's a lot of time to show stuff, so get ready for a great time, because Nintendo always brings it to E3. Also, subscribe to this YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, go to patreon.com. Support us there so we can bring videos like this and videos on our other channels. Also, go to teespring.com, purchase some merch, post on social media, and let us know that you're a true fan. Do you have anything else to show? To say?
Nope. But thanks for watching us ramble for like 10 minutes. Don't forget, there are going to be more videos coming up, so make sure you guys keep an eye on that. And have a great day.
Also, keep an eye on our vlog channel, because in like a week and a half we'll be gone for Pokemon Nationals, and we'll have a ton of videos to bring you.
Yep. Best 6 days of our life.